I want to move to an issue that's becoming much more challenging. This Article 50 that's talking about neutrality in sports and not having any political displays or demonstrations by athletes at all. There's been a lot of that, of course, in Tokyo this time around. Tell me a little bit about how you are thinking about that, how you're addressing the topic.
Certainly, it's been overplayed in the media with respect to the freedom of speech of athletes. They're free, frankly, to say whatever they want, within legal limits and so forth. What we've said is, look, the field of play is not an appropriate venue in which to make your protests. While a race or a game is going on, it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate in the medal presentations, but in press conferences and interviews and all that sort of thing, athletes are entirely free to express whatever they like. But we don't think it's appropriate to, on the field of play, to interfere with the field of play. So I think that so far I personally have not seen any, Rule 50 violations, if that's the right word. My guess is that the most vulnerable sport for that sort of thing is likely to be athletics or track and field as we know it, because it's a bigger sport and there's there is at least some history starting in Mexico City. So we'll see whether that develops or not. I've always thought you're at the Olympics to demonstrate that it is possible for 206 countries to be together, peacefully compete, in accordance with agreed upon rules and so on. It's kind of an oasis in the middle of an increasingly tense world. And we shouldn't be spoiling that by pointing out the obvious, which is that there are social and political problems that exist in the world, and the world is not perfect.
I mean, at a time when conflict and polarization and tribalism is becoming so much greater, it seems like the Olympics are one of the only places where we get to celebrate common humanity as opposed to demonize it.
I mean, I remember back in the day before you were born in Rome, it was at the nadir of the Cold War of the day. And, the Soviets were these two-dimensional ogres that we all read about in the papers. But when you're there, and I was a swimmer, and you see Russian swimmers, and they're just as nervous as we were. And some of them are nervous enough that they go and throw up before their races. And they were real people. And if you did a certain time, you knew what went into that performance for yourself. And if somebody has done the same thing, you know that he went through that sort of thing too. So you share this kind of a common unspoken bond of respect for the efforts. And, we're trying to beat each other in the races, but it's different from beating a Soviet.
Now, if the Soviets throw up just like the Canadians, I mean, surely we can hug it out after that.
Well, you'd think, and all of that is a broadening of one's experience, a broadening of one's appreciation for how people can make the impossible look easy.